Hi everyone, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to make a stencil only Easter card. Now this adorable, unique stencil is called Cute Easter Egg. It's from the March release at A Colorful Life Designs, and I have some cardstock. Here is a photo of the card to show you the direction that we're headed. But I'm making this card for my daughter for Easter. I have some gorgeous, yummy colors. I have cummerbund, frosted, creamsicle, lemon sorbet, and cotton candy. I can't remember if I use all of these, but if I do, then those are the colors. Basically, it's kind of an all-in-one stencil. I absolutely love these because I don't really have many Easter stamps, if I even have any at all. So the fact that there is this adorable, unique sentiment built into the stencil is so clever and handy because I don't necessarily have a stamp I could have used. Plus, this is just so unique with the E looking like a bunny. It is just too cute. I couldn't resist. So I'm starting with just ink blending through the sentiment portion of the stencil on the bottom of the card. And then I'm kind of working through a little bit of a makeshift backwards rainbow of sorts. So I started with the pink, into the orange, into the yellow, and then I think into the cummerbund. So I'm just kind of being a little bit gentle. Y'all know I can be a little rough, but this is a little bit of a delicate stencil in terms of like the E. You don't want it to shift around on you. So just take your time, don't be too rough, and it'll turn out great. And I am so stoked already, and I haven't even done the adorable egg yet. So now I'm just lining the stencil back up. I'm actually moving it down a little bit closer. I don't want quite that much of a gap. So I'm just going to mask off the sentiment and the top of the card so I don't get ink where I don't want it. And then I'm going to do a very similar sort of rainbow with the egg. So I'm coming in pretty heavy-handed. I want kind of a deep saturation in color, even though I'm working with a little bit more of a pastel feel. I'm starting with yellow in the center and going quite wide, knowing that yellow oftentimes can get overtaken. So just bear that in mind. You don't want the yellow to get lost in the shuffle. You want it to blend with the other colors and create that gorgeous rainbow. So make the yellow band nice and thick, knowing that you'll kind of blend over it and create those additional colors. Here I'm showing you the three that I used, and again, I didn't use the orange on the egg itself because I didn't need to, because when the cotton candy mixed with the lemon sorbet, it made that gorgeous orange. So now I have the ink blending done, and I'm going to use this adorable rectangle edge die. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I will link it below. All their products will be linked in the video description box below if you expand and scroll down. And if you do use my links, it's no additional cost to you, and it really does help me out. So what I'm doing here is creating a color border for the card base, and I have it kind of sandwiched in a little piece of scratch paper because I don't want, first of all, ink to get onto the inside of the card. You know, sometimes you could have just a tiniest little overlap from one side of your card base to another, and I didn't want to get ink anywhere on the inside of the card. And I also didn't want to get it all over my work surface. So here I have some foam tape here. This is 1-inch foam tape from scrapbook.com. I can't remember if this is the really thin stuff or if this is the 2mm. Maybe I'll kind of show it from the side. It looks pretty thin. I bet that's the 1mm. But I wanted to just pop it up just the tiniest bit off the background to give it separation on that cool detailed edge. Now this is Card Bling from A Colorful Life Designs. I'm trying to think if I'm just testing out which one I want to use or if I just automatically went with that one. I think I did. It's Crystal Aurora Borealis, I believe. It's the most beautiful iridescent, kind of crystally clear. And normally I'd put them in a smattering all around the design, but I really wanted to put them on the inside of all the blooms. And I'm so pleased with how it turned out. I just took the smallest little gem and used that in all the insides of the flowers. Now here I have a white gel pen, and I'm just filling in the openings of the letters on the P's and the A, just to kind of make it look like it has the holes like it normally would in those letters. And that's going to finish the card. So I'm so pleased with how this turned out. I hope you like it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Be sure to check out the rest of the March release, you guys. There's so many amazing stencils, and use my coupon AmyFan10 at checkout and you'll save on your complete order. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.